What up? To here, the power of Kazakhstan. And today I bring you some Battlefield 3 Rush on Heights of Damavand. And today I'm gonna be using IEC 971. And no, this is not Russian power. and IEX 971 is actually a pretty good rifle. I recommend using it. And I know why I prefer this rifle over M1412. You know, the rifle before this gun. I prefer it more because of the high rate of fire, and virtually like recoil on this is pretty small. And also one thing I like is the burst fire option, and the iron sights on this gun is just epic. Even though I have the Cobra sight right now, but the iron sights, it just looks so good on this gun. This gun is actually one of the only one of the guns that I like iron sights for. Like the two guns that I like iron sights for are 74U and this bad boy right here, and they're actually pretty same iron sights if you played with them. And one thing I found this gun lack from is low damage. Like it always takes me about, I don't know, like 6 bullets to kill someone. But if you burst fire, it's gonna do better. I mean, not burst fire selection. It is also good, but I recommend just staying in automatic mode and just burst firing with your gun. Why? Because I think it's more accurate than having a burst fire mode. At least that's what I notice. I guess that's basically a tip for Battlefield 3. One thing I actually noticed from beta that the recoil became much lower. Like I remember M16, you shoot a bit and like recoil almost goes all the way up, which I kind of liked it a lot. But right now it's between either too high or too low, and it is much better than it was right here. Because I actually watched my old beta video, and I actually not unposted ones. You know, I had a few of them, and I saw that the M16 had a pretty high recoil comparing to the one that it is here. And yeah, I was actually thinking if Battlefield 3 should have a new game type. Like, I don't know, I'll tell you a little bit later, but like I got kind of bored with like Rush and Conquest, and like Team Deathmatch. It is fun, it's breath of fresh air, but Rush and Conquest is like boring for me right now. Like Rush, I play it a lot and it's fun, but one thing that sucks about Rush, usually the games are like 20 minutes, 18 minutes, and it's really hard to edit them down and then upload to YouTube. And Conquest, I don't like it. It's just my personal opinion. It's a bit slow for me. And Team Deathmatch is fun. One thing I can classify Team Deathmatch as is a fuck fest. Like everywhere, it's like everybody's shooting and everything. Team Deathmatch is fun. And the new game tab that they should add, I might call it like this: a front. And what is game tab is gonna be is basically, you know, a map divided on two teams, and you know, like if you go out of the map, it says like 10 seconds to go back, and during that like, you know, I'm gonna put the line where most of the enemies are, and there's gonna be like the front, and then the more enemies you kill and closer you get to the objective, which is enemy base or maybe a city or something like that, but I think base would be better. And then you get into that enemy base, and then you have to like destroy it or kill remaining enemies or something like that. I guess destroy it would be much better in my opinion. So destroy the building. You have to plant MCOM station, which I think will be no problem to put. And what the front is gonna be, as I explained earlier, is that two teams have to push the front into the enemy's base, kind of like Conquest, and then plant the base on a bomb and yeah, destroy it. And map should be about medium size, not too huge. Don't make like the whole Rush game type and then put it like together. It's gonna be a mess. Take like 2 bases of Rush and then divide it in 2, like Americans and Russians. And the front should have about, I don't know, like 100 meters until the 10 seconds comes up, so nobody could like go into the base and then like base rape everyone. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool game type in my opinion. I hope I explained good enough. Um, it's basically like World War One. Like, you know, everybody sat in trenches and then wait till like the front will move up, and maybe World War Two. So basically, kind of like that until you get into enemy's base and like destroyed. I think that'd be pretty cool. And also another game type I would really love to see is capture the flag. I don't know why, but I always like love to play capture the flag, even though I never post like in Call of Duty. Um, I don't do it in Call of Duty because of kill streaks. Look at this. I sat on this rock. Hey, this rock, man. This rock. If you manage to like parachute on this, it's gonna be the best thing ever because the other team doesn't even know you're there until like you start to raping them. But anyways, capture the flag. Uh, Maybe take about the TDM size map and then have flags on each side so enemy can cap it and then like go around. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna promote camping and rushing. Um, I think capture the flag would be pretty cool for Battlefield 3. I hope I'll see it in expansion pack. I think it's called Return to Karkand or Back to Karkand. But I know DICE won't hear me, and I have really low chance. But this game types would be pretty fun to play. Like, I think front would be fun to play. Uh, like, it's like, I don't know. It just, for me, it sounds pretty cool. Like, it sounds like a real war, because in real war, not many people like flank around the attack from enemy's base, because if somebody else sees you, you shoot one bullet, they're dead. And front might like add to Battlefield more realism, like more real war type. But one thing kind of sucks with front is for console guys, for us, because we have only 24 players, which is gonna be 12 on 12. But for PC, I think it's gonna be pretty awesome because they have like 64 on 64. I mean like 32 on 32, which is basically like a real war. And with front added, it's gonna be like, it's gonna feel like a real war on the PC. I actually wish that console had 64 players. Yeah. And another game type that I was thinking about is capture the base. Now it sounds like capture the flag, but it isn't. Basically, the Russians or Americans, doesn't matter. One team is hiding maybe inside like this building, and the other team has to capture it. Where's the flag? And to capture it takes about maybe a minute, shall I say, for one person to cap. So other team has to defend, and they spawn right in a base. So it's gonna be pretty hard for other team. And I think that game type might promote a lot of teamwork, because if like one squad attacks and then like they kill like, I don't know, 5 people, and then others spot them that they're capturing the base, and then they can just shoot them down, and then like the enemy team keeps on spawning on the base. So that's gonna be pretty hard to cap. And actually, after thinking a lot more, like, I think base should have 2 minutes for one person to capture. I know it's a lot, but I don't know, should be like that, because if they cap the objective, the team wins. And the respawn time for the attackers should be a penalty of 3 seconds, and for defenders, no respawn penalty. They just see the kill cam, and then they can just respawn instantly, or maybe without a kill cam, so they can go back into the action. Fine, maybe a 3 second respawn penalty. For attackers, 5 second, because attackers needs to run back or respawn with their squad and stuff like that. And I think that would be kind of cool game types. And I think front's gonna be one of the most funnest. If DICE is gonna make it, I'm gonna play the heck a lot of that freaking front, because it's gonna feel like a real war. And the Battlefield, it feels like a real war right now. Like everything with the sound, like explosions all over the place. But I just want it to be a more realistic. Like I don't know why, I just kind of feel I mean, Battlefield is realistic enough that it doesn't cross like the realistic but frustrating place. Doesn't cross that. Like, you know, America's Army 3. It's really realistic, but I don't like it because like I cannot play on it because of the recoil, and then like I fuck up at the guns and stuff like that. So I don't really like it. But Battlefield is the balance between like fun or unrealism and balance between realism, which I think is pretty cool. But anyways, that's all game types that I had to think about for Battlefield 3. Or maybe if DICE won't release it and hears me, release it for Battlefield 4 or whatever you're gonna be making next, like Battlefield Bad Company 3 or something like that. And I hope the next Battlefield is gonna have these game types, because like 3 game types for me is kind of boring. Mostly I play Rush and Team Deathmatch. I sometimes play Conquest, but I don't know. I don't like it because I can't play it. I mean, I suck at Conquest. Like I don't know what to do in Conquest. I kept flags and like die a lot in there, so that's why I don't play it a lot. But Rush, it's one of the best things in my opinion. It feels like demolition for me, but like four bombs and stuff like that. One thing that sucks, it's pretty long, and I think they should add like Express Rush. I think they should have like 2 bomb sites, but I know, I'm just rambling. But anyways, the commentary is almost over. I have about 30 seconds left. Please check out my website, check out my Twitter, read me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, and yeah, thanks for watching. The Drive 2 is turning off. Final score was 22-8, and we won.